faces the law? Nothing.
Let's try to move on a little bit in the interest of time, and obviously it's never our best ally in this case. And I wanted to find out this from you. Let me jump from the human rights to the state of affairs with regards to the economy in our country. You're one of the people who has looked at the economy in our country and said the last 4 years. And I want to get your vis-a-vis thoughts with regards to that. What exactly do you think the government should do, perhaps, to make this better? Because somebody who's listening to me right now and they would like to call us, they would say, "Ubungana budula, amalaiti aleya, this and that is happening, and that is affecting the way we do our business in our country, and the economy is not favorable for us." What do you think, from where you sit? What do you really think the government can really do best to handle this? And I want you to speak not as in answering this question like that. I want you to advise the government.
Okay. Firstly, let's start from this point of view. When PF took over power, Zambia was owing about $3 billion. In the 10 years of PF, Zambia came to owe about $11.9 billion. So if we're going to take out $11.9 billion, 3 million from $11.9 billion, you're looking at about $8 million, $9 million that was borrowed by the PF over a period of 10 years. So when UPND comes in, they find a debt of 11.9. Before they come in, they're saying we're borrowing too much. We've defaulted on our borrowings. And PF is saying, listen, what we borrowed, we used to build this infrastructure. The hospitals where you are employing nurses, we built them. The schools where you say you're going to provide free education and employing teachers, we built them. The roads you drive on, we built them. That's how we use that $9 billion that we borrowed. They said, that's too much. In the 4 years of the UPND, the debt for Zambia now is at $21 billion. At least the IMF have told us is $21 billion. Now, of this $21 billion, it means that from 11.9 to 21, that's about $8 billion
more
that UPND has borrowed. What have they built?
Well, markets.
What is there to be seen to say they built this? He was launching Kaflafuta Bridge, Kaflafuta Dam. Kaflafuta Dam was not built by the UPND. By the time the UPND were coming in, it was at 98%. Kazungula Bridge was done by the time the UPND were coming in. What infrastructure development have they come in with? The only thing I've seen is the launch of those toilets on the Copper Belt. But what substantial thing has been built by the UPND? We can talk of Simon Masakapwepo Airport in Ndola, built by the PF. We can talk of KK International Airport, which is called the Sausage Airport, by the way, and he has not even built an airstrip. What have they built with that $8 billion? When they came in, we had reserves close to 3 million metric tons of maize. When they came in, they're saying, we're going to sell this. The Minister of Agriculture stood on the floor of the House and saying, we are going to sell all this because we have enough to last us a very long time. Ambrose Lufuma comes and says, we've already received money for this. We are selling to Congo. And the next thing we're being told, there is no milling mill. We are now importing milling mill from South Africa. One comes up and says, no, this milling mill you are bringing in.
I want you to hold your thought. Let's try to see if at all we can be joined by someone out there. Good afternoon. Who do we have on the line? Mkwaito abomba nwantulanda na bena. Mkwai nga bakonkanya po mkwai ninkwata ba makebya abali apa mkwai.
Yeah, mkwai ba ona dipomuso bwino.
Aho ndife wina bashana mkwai.
Yeah, mkwai. Na ine pintu na kila ko kuchakona na nenda bimako. nevupama nombaitotine vakumakuva vana vakuita zvitorozvo kushekuva samona wevatirefode chita oro vakupera zvaona muchava chavo.
All right. Thank you very much. I think it was the wrong question for this conversation, was it? Was it the right question? Thank you very much for coming through. Nonetheless, I do have it about less than 20 minutes, if my producer would allow me, with Mr. Makebi Zulu here. So you can simply come through as well on 0955-855-953 if you have your questions and contributions on Public Forum. My guest this afternoon or morning and afternoon is Mr. Makebi Zulu, a constitutional lawyer. Yes, you were responding to something.
I was responding. You asked me to advise them how best to.
Yes.
Yes, and I'm telling you the mistakes that they've been making and how best it can be done. Now, the answer to